Hi everyone, it's Lissette with Casa Carrillo. Thank you so much for joining me again in the Inside the Blend series. I'm having a great time with this. I'm enjoying all of the comments and all of the wonderful feedback. Today we're going to talk about Encore Black. Encore Black is an expansion of our famous award-winning Encore line. Now, Encore Black has a completely different blend than the original Encore, which is an all Nicaraguan puro. So this wrapper right away has a visual impact which captures your attention. It's the U.S. Connecticut Broadleaf. And the binder on the Encore Black is from San Andrés, Mexico. And the fillers are from Nicaragua, a combination of Estelí, Condega, and Jalapa. So basically, the Encore Black is a bolder and more mature expression than the original Encore. And that's mostly because, as I was saying before, it has kind of like that, darker, more mature, bold taste that gets you right from the beginning. So let's break it down. How do the wrapper, binder, and filler all act together to make this wonderful expression, Encore Black? So the wrapper, as I was mentioning, is from U.S. Connecticut, and it's a broadleaf from that region. It's dark and dense and naturally sweet. It gives Encore Black that initial flavor of cocoa, espresso, and molasses that I taste right off. Like when I light this cigar, it's something that captures me right away, is those naturally sweet flavors, obviously subtle, not overpowering. And the broadleaf tobacco is thicker and more oil rich than our original Nicaraguan blend for the Encore. So that's something that you're going to find right away. It has a more, muscular body, a lingering finish. For lack of a better words, it's just very bold. So I'm sure a lot of you have tried Encore Black. Encore Black is a limited production. So that means that we produce it several times a year in limited quantities. The actual tobacco used here is something that we age for quite a while. And that's one of the reasons why we haven't been able to make this a regular production as of yet. So now let's talk a little bit about the binder. So the binder, being from Mexican San Andrés, adds something very special when it combines with the wrapper and with the fillers. This area is known for its mineral edge and the structural balance that it brings into the taste profile. It helps refine the intensity of that broadleaf wrapper, and it adds a depth, a mid-palate that has earthy tones and a smooth draw together. In other words, all of these flavors start playing together to bring out the richness, the boldness of the wrapper without allowing the wrapper, again, to overpower any taste that goes on. So the binder plays a very important role here, where it just kind of controls in a way the way that wrapper is going to taste throughout your smoking experience. So now let's talk about the fillers. The fillers, as I mentioned before, are from 3 different regions in Nicaragua. They're from Jalapa, from Condega, and from Estelí. And the filler blend, draws 3 of Nicaragua's most expressive regions, right? So a lot of tobacco comes from these regions, and these regions offer something very special. They offer distinctive layers within the filler that work again in harmony to create the full experience that you have when you smoke Encore Black. So Condega adds a creaminess, Estelí adds strength, and Jalapa adds that aroma, this aroma that captures you right off the bat. And a lot of times when we choose to use the fillers, what we're thinking about ahead of time is how are those fillers going to play in to your first experience with the cigar, to the second, third, and then obviously to the final smoke of the cigar. And here these 3 regions work very nicely with the broadleaf wrapper and with that San Andrés binder. Again, both of those offering that sweetness, right? That espresso, molasses, cocoa taste that then plays in very, very well with everything that is offered with the fillers. So what happens is that they work together to give this Encore Black an elegant evolution, right? It's kind of dark, chocolatey, early. Then you start tasting this roasted oak and earth midway. And then the long finish offers this touch of sweetness and coffee and subtle molasses. This is something where I have talked to a lot of people, and you know, a lot of feedback has come from this evolution of taste that go on when you smoke an Encore Black. Encore Black also goes very well with espresso, coffee, and again with a wide range of alcohols, and you know, some people even like having tea. I could definitely see this with a strong English breakfast, an Earl Grey. Come to think about it, you know, there's some teas that have a subtle chocolatey taste to it as well. I could definitely see this playing into all kinds of pairings. So let me know in the comments below what you like to pair Encore Black with, if you've had Encore Black, or if you've had, you know, if you're a fan of the Connecticut Broadleaf. Tell me, what do you like to try with Connecticut Broadleaf? I'm very curious, even if it is an R cigar, what it is that you enjoy pairing Connecticut Broadleaf wrappers with. So very exciting for me to learn and get as much feedback as possible. So anything that you can drop in the comments would be much appreciated. So again, let's talk about how all of these play out before we wrap this up. When you smoke Encore Black, you feel the difference right away. It's immediate. It's not just darker, it's broader in flavor. And when I look at this cigar, I already know what it's going to be offering me, right? It's going to be bold, it's going to be taste heavy, and just in the sense of I'm going to know what I'm tasting right away. And that's something that I like because it's a contrast to the Encore all Nicaraguan original version of this. So the broadleaf wrapper delivers a richness and texture. The San Andrés wrapper binder, offers this smoothness, right, to that initial wrapper experience. And then the Nicaraguan fillers give it movement and progression. So this cigar is very, very enjoyable. It's almost a conversation between strength and sophistication, powerful, but never overwhelming. A lot of people might think, is it too strong, if full flavor? I would venture to say that I think even people who prefer medium or milder cigars can definitely enjoy Encore Black and enjoy that whole experience with the flavors playing off each other, the sweetness and just the creaminess and the sophisticated finish. So I hope you're enjoying our Inside the Series videos. Please head on to our website, casacarrillocigars.com, and learn all about all of our cigars. We even have a function on the website where you answer a few questions and we recommend what cigar in our portfolio would work for you, whether that's Encore Black or any other. And if you smoked Encore Black, please leave me the comments below, because I'm always super excited to find out what people think about our limited production cigars, because these are not around all the time. So it's just a nice experience to hear, you know, that all of the effort that comes into aging these tobaccos, to caring for these tobaccos, is actually being enjoyed by those that can get their hands on this wonderful cigar. Hope you guys enjoy the Inside the Blend series, and let me know what you think. Take care, everyone.